Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the best-selling novel, The Wedding People, and we're going to try to figure out exactly why the story about a wedding gone so wrong has totally captured everyone's attention. Right from the start, the book hits you with this idea, and get this, it's been highlighted by over 11,000 Kindle readers, so you know it strikes a chord. It just perfectly drops us into our main character's world and sets the stage for this massive collision between absolute despair and, forced happiness. So, let's meet Phoebe Stone. She checks into this gorgeous, fancy hotel, but she's got this really dark, secret plan. Yeah, she is not there for a spa weekend. She's there for an ending. This is what's going on inside her head. She's a recently divorced English professor, and she's just drowning in so much grief and sadness that she is absolutely convinced her life is over. Like, completely and totally done. And right there, that's the central conflict of the entire novel. You've got her private, all-consuming grief, and it is about to smash right into this world of over-the-top, totally fake, performative joy. Her plan was actually pretty simple, in a grim sort of way, and she was so meticulous about it. It was designed to be quick, quiet, beautiful, and leave as little mess as possible for the hotel staff who would eventually find her. But of course, things don't go according to plan. Phoebe's whole mission gets completely derailed when she runs into the one person at the center of this whole universe, the bride, a woman who is the exact polar opposite of everything Phoebe is feeling. The author Alison Espach, she puts it perfectly. She asks, what could possibly be more opposed to a happy wedding than a woman at the end of her life? And that contrast, it just creates this incredible tension right from the get-go. And it all starts with this one simple, demanding command. The bride, Lila, literally forces her way into Phoebe's elevator, the one place Phoebe went for some peace and quiet. And just like that, she barges right into her life, kicking off a week that neither of them could have ever seen coming. Now, this chance encounter, it opens the door to one of the book's absolute best themes, the surprising and honestly life-saving role that humor can play, even in our absolute darkest moments. In the author, she has this really interesting take on it. She says that when you go through this huge, immense loss, it can weirdly give you this sense of freedom. All the small things you worry about every day, like what people think of you or if you said the right thing, it all just seems kind of ridiculous when you're facing real tragedy. And this is clearly super personal for the author. After her own brother died, Espach genuinely thought she would never laugh again. But then a friend said something completely absurd, and they just started laughing hysterically. It shows you how humor can just pop up out of nowhere, this little life-affirming surprise that cracks open the darkness. So, as Phoebe gets pulled deeper and deeper into this wedding vortex, she meets this whole cast of characters, and on the surface, they're all polished and happy, but every single one of them is dealing with their own hidden struggles. And Phoebe, because she's the ultimate outsider, she becomes this kind of accidental confidant for everyone. She expects nothing from them, so they start showing her the cracks in their perfect lives, all the pain and insecurity they're hiding from everyone else. All right, so as the week goes on, that perfectly constructed facade of the perfect wedding, it starts to crumble. And it does so in the most spectacular ways. We're talking arguments over cocktails, super passive-aggressive sailing trips, absolutely explosive dinner speeches. These chaotic moments become these major turning points. It's like the whole wedding is a pressure cooker, and it's forcing everyone to finally deal with the stuff they've been avoiding. And this quote is the perfect example. It's from Lila at the rehearsal dinner. I mean, after a whole week of taking these little digs and sideways comments, she just snaps. And this raw, totally unfiltered honesty just forces everything that's been bubbling under the surface to finally explode. So when you get right down to it, this story isn't really about a wedding at all. It's about what happens next, in the messy, chaotic, and beautiful aftermath. It's about resilience, human connection, and choosing to start over. And you can tell people really connected with this journey. One reader on Reddit just nailed it. They talked about that perfect balance of funny and painful, and how it all comes down to the power of finding a connection in the most random of places. I think the reason this novel resonates so much is because it hits on these things we all experience. It reminds us that even when you're at your absolute lowest, you can still find yourself, you can still find resilience, and hope can show up in the form of the most unexpected friendships. And that's the bottom line. The very thing Phoebe was trying to escape, this loud, crazy performance of happiness, It ends up being the messy, chaotic, and beautiful thing that actually saves her life. And the book kind of leaves us with that question, doesn't it? It's just this powerful reminder that a lifeline can show up when and where you least expect it. Often, it's from someone who knows nothing about your past, but for some reason, they see you exactly as you are.